Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and man, the day before and their studio, Fantastic, is once again doing a lot of wild nonsense. We'll talk about that. PC Gamer has a pretty nice in-depth article and breakdown on some of the nonsense that they're pulling right now. Yeah. At this point, it's straight comedy, so we'll talk a bit about that. And also, a fairly notable game is now available on Steam, Red Dead Redemption 1. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, Fantastic. The developers that did Day Before, obviously that game was a disaster and got pulled. They did a Kickstarter for a brand new title, and they were working on a game, a multiplayer prop hunt title. And the Kickstarter was kind of wild. They canceled the Kickstarter, and now they are having a contest on their official Discord that notes the following. This contest is a chance for you to unleash your creativity by designing a map card that, if it wins, will be added to the game in future updates. Reads, the announcement by the servers had a moderator using any method you like, whether it's a 2D drawing, 3D model, or any other style, and then submit it in a special channel on the Discord. Be sure to explain the map's theme, layout, balance, concentrations, and any other important details. So, what they are masquerading this in, what this contest is masquerading as, is you can work for them for free. You can design the maps for free. I mean, it would be one thing if Fantastic was this established development studio that were like, oh my god, okay, you can design a character for this upcoming RPG and then you can play as the character in-game, but even then, if you get approved for that, you should absolutely be compensated for it if your work is showing up in a video game. And beyond that, it's not like Fantastic has this immense track record attached to them. They're a studio that released the game that was a facade, that was not a real game in terms of what they had promised or what people were anticipating, so on and so forth. It's wild to think about that this same studio at one point helmed the most wishlisted game on Steam. I do believe the Day Before was at that level at one point, and now where are we at? What is going on here? How a studio manages to finesse their way into having the top wishlisted game on Steam, which I do think there should be a little bit of question in regards to that, you know, metric and that stat. Like, was it actually the most wishlisted game on Steam? I saw that stat flying around quite often, which makes me think, hey, there had to be a little bit of validity. And even if it wasn't the most wishlisted, screw that for a second. Day Before legitimately had an immense, and I do mean immense, amount of anticipation and hype leading up to its release. So at the very least, it was a game that people were very much looking forward to and had interest in, and then, you know, it comes out, it's a disaster in early access, the game gets pulled from early access, and refunds are issued out, and now they're trying to create a multiplayer prop hunt items. You know, I don't know what the status of this studio is. It would be very interesting in terms of what is going on with the studio, but yeah, not the best case scenario. And I believe, though, if you do win this contest, you do get a free copy of the game, so there is that, but you get no money, you get no compensation beyond that. Speaking of money, what a lot of people are debating, whether or not it should cost as much money as it does, is in fact Red Dead Redemption 1. It is now available on Steam as of the recording of this video. You know, it is quite the sight to behold to see Red Dead 1 finally be available on Steam. It's legitimately one of my favorite games of all time, but obviously the price point has been a point of contention, to say the least. $49.99, however, it does seem like the early reception for the game is pretty strong. 105 reviews, 92% positive. You know, the top review right off the top, amazing game, but charging $50 for a 14-year-old game is ridiculous. If it was an actual remake with RDR2 graphics, new features, then fine, but this is just greedy. Definitely worth putting it to your wishlist and wait for at least a 50% off discount, which is probably the smartest way to go about this in terms of buying this game. Like, look, I have a crazy affinity towards Red Dead 1. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and even I have been very critical about the price point. and I have yet to buy the game yet, you guys, and I am really questioning whether or not, I know, I've been saying in videos that I'm gonna be a sucker and I'm gonna end up buying it, but I'm just looking at it and looking at, from my vantage point, like the games I have to play, is there any real reason for me to buy this for $50? I might buy it sometime down the line when I exhaust the games that I really want to play here soon. And, you know, I'm looking for something else to play, but, you know, I'll never exhaust all the games that I want to play. Like, the backlog cannot be defeated. We all know this, but I'm starting to think, you know, maybe I just wait a little while and pick it up on sale. It's a difference when you see the $50 and you're like, oh my god, Red Dead 1 is finally coming to PC, and then it's actually out and you realize, hey, the sky's not falling. Is it gonna be the end of my world if I don't play this day one? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm very much back and forth. Like, all my boys are trying to get me to pick up Black Ops 6 as well. And I'm like, do I really want to drop the $70 on this game? Do I really want to drop the guys, I've been getting cheap as hell when it comes to these kinds of things. You know, Sparking Zero's Ultimate Edition for $100. Thank you, Bandai Namco, for sending me a copy of that game. You know, when you got Bandai Namco sending you copies of Sparking Zero, and you got other games that you can play, you look at stuff like a $50 Red Dead Redemption or a $70 Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with audio enhancements being a paid-for microtransaction. It's just a little wild, but there are games like Red Dead 1 that I'm certainly pushed towards thinking about picking up, but again, $50 for a PS3 game is kind of wild. And I do have the game on PS3. I have the Game of the Year edition, but ain't nobody trying to dig up a PS3 and play that. I have it on PS4 as well. Well, the PS5 version is 60 FPS. You guys get the idea, but it's a phenomenal game. But for the majority of you guys that don't have a nostalgic attachment to it, I would say just add it to your wish list and wait for at least a 30% or 40% off discount. I think $30, chef's kiss, that would have been the perfect price for this game, but you know, I also understand Rockstar's thinking as far as pricing it at $50 because that gives them a bigger window to actually put the game on sale for. It'll first be 20% off, then it'll be 30% off, then it'll be 40% off. It'll probably settle at 50% off and won't go any lower than that. Right now, as I'm recording this video, 8,000 people playing the game, which isn't a strong number, but it literally just came out. I believe there's people downloading the game, people at work. I think that number is going to go up, but I don't think it's going to reach this astronomically high number where it's like a million concurrent players or whatnot. And right now, is it even in the it's the number 4 top seller behind Black Ops 6 and Dragon Age Veilguard and the Steam Deck. So number 3 as far as games are concerned. So take that for what you will, but it is available right now on Steam, which is exciting nonetheless. But that'll do it for me again. Fantastic, wild, wild, wild studio as far as what they're doing. Day before, what a train wreck that game was, but now they're back at it and doing some wild things once again. And Red Dead Redemption 1 finally available on Steam. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.